The honourable member for Edmonton Riverbend.
Mr. Speaker, the Liberals' carbon tax plan isn't an environmental plan, it's a tax on everything plan. The government's own documents, his own documents, Mr. Speaker, show the carbon tax will cost a family of four up to $5,000 a year and expected to go up even higher after the next election. The Prime Minister, who, in his own words, has a family fortune, might understand the impact of an extra $5,000 a year if he actually related to middle-class Canadians and had to manage his own budget. When will he stop making Canadians pay for his mistakes?
Honourable Parliamentary Secretary.
I grew up as part of a generation where doing something to protect our environment and fight climate change was informed every day of my life until now. The fact is, Canadians know that climate change is real, and that people like us who've been given this platform actually have a responsibility to do something about it. The fact is, people are actually feeling real practical fallout from the inaction that we've seen over the past number of decades. Mr. Speaker, we're moving forward with a plan that's going to invest in public transit, is going to make electricity 90% generated by renewable resources by 2030, and it's going to put a price on pollution that will see our emissions come down and leave Canadian families financially better off at tax time.
Member for Edmonton Riverbend.
Mr. Speaker, it's them who are exempting major emitters and them who are dumping sewage into our rivers and oceans. And this Prime Minister who wants to phase out the oil sands, and his plan is working. Meanwhile, Albertans are out of work and struggling to get by. Now the Liberal carbon tax is driving up the price of everything. This Prime Minister doesn't understand the impact of this tax is having because he inherited a large family fortune. When will this Prime Minister stop making Canadians pay for his mistakes?
Parliamentary Secretary.
Mr. Speaker, once again, the Conservative strategy seems to be to mislead Canadians in order to avoid taking action on climate change. The fact is, we know that climate change is a real threat. We have an opportunity and an obligation not just to do something about it, but to do the most effective things that we know how. We talked to leading experts, and in fact, last year's Nobel Prize winner in economics has discovered that the best thing we can do to reduce emissions is put a price on pollution that makes life more affordable for Canadians. I'm disappointed that the honourable member throws rhetoric out there and makes personal attacks instead of bringing a single idea to the table. If he finally comes up with one, I'm all ears.